10 cool and intriguing musical instruments. The way we make sounds has been developing since the beginning of humankind. We have been able to make them out of wind, strings, percussion, and electronics to add frequencies. But there are other strange and exotic instruments that you wouldn't expect to be at a concert. Join us in this list of 10 instruments you've never heard of, and they will surprise you. 10. The Flopotron. The Flopotron comprises 64 reused floppy disks, 8 hard disks, and 2 scanners. They connect each column of floppy disk to an 8-channel controller based on Atmega 16 MCU, the larger volume, the greater number of drives. Meanwhile, the 8 hard disks with a pair of 4-channel controllers act as percussion. The sound generated depends on the drive speed. The higher the frequency, the higher the pitch. The hard disks use a magnet and a coil to tilt the head. When voltage is supplied for long enough, the head speeds up and hits the boundary, making the drum sound. Probably when someone told you could make music with computers, you didn't imagine this. 9. Theremin. The Russian Leon Theremin invented it in 1928, and besides its sound, the most curious thing is that the performer does not have any physical contact with it. This instrument has been very present in the music of the last decades, but it has also been present in the cinema and on television. The first science fiction sound films took advantage of its electronic and almost futuristic sound. The first to use the theremin in a movie was Billy Wilder in Days Without a Trace, which was released in March 1945, although only a few months later the thriller genius Alfred Hitchcock also used its peculiar handles, the soundtrack. The theremin is also present in films such as They Came from Space, The Thing, Batman Forever, and Mars Attacks. It has also appeared in television series such as The Simpsons. 8. Yeh Bahar. The sound of Yeh Bahar is not only for your ears. It creates a sound that you can feel the vibrations in your entire body with no proper sound system. Yeh Bahar was invented by Görkem Sen, a Turkish musician inventor, because of his continuous work of 6 years. Describing Yeh Bahar is difficult at all. According to the Görkem Sen, it is an acoustic real-time synthesizer. The sound of Yeh Bahar may remind you of some echoes of sci-fi movie sound effects, like laser guns and deep-seated vibrations. According to the Görkem Sen, the creation process wasn't easy. While he was trying to find his unique sound, many instruments inspired him, such as the Turkish ney, thunder drum, and Australian didgeridoo. Besides the mechanical design of Yeh Bahar, Sen says that achieving a musical sound after a time of noise also took a while. 7. Lucid XO Grand Piano. While this is a piano that could be defined as conventional, the XO's radical three-dimensionality creates a sense of futuristic opulence that is highlighted by the seamless, fluid elegance of the sculptural exoskeleton that frames the grand piano's instrumental core. Its radical morphology invokes a sense of striking elegance, combining innovative 3D technology with the Bluthner pianoforte's fabric sound experience. 6. Wintergaten Marble Machine. Its developer, Molin, said the project was directly inspired by the existing marble machine subculture, but to build more than a single-use demo box. He scheduled 2 months to build the machine. It took 16, starting with an 80-centimeter cube on which the machine was built. Molin built each piece, molded and adjusted gradually, leading to its glorious misshapen final form. The machine itself is, as intended, programmable. Its central wheel is a 32-bar loop, and they can adjust the key of the song while playing. Even before digital, they made fantastic programmable music instruments. In bell towers and church towers, they play a melody. They always have a programming wheel exactly like the one that is on the marble machine. 5. Glass Harmonica. In the mid-1700s, Benjamin Franklin served as a delegate for the colonial America and spent a great deal of time traveling to London and Paris. During this period, it was quite popular and entertaining for amateur musicians to perform on sets of singing or musical glasses. Franklin attended one of these concerts and was intrigued by the beauty of the sound. Almost immediately, he set to work applying the principles of wet fingers on glass to his own musical creation. Ben Franklin completed his Glass Harmonica in 1761, working with a glass blower in London. He made glass bowls with the correct size and thickness to give the desired pitch without being filled with any water. Franklin also painted them so that each bowl was color-coded to a different note. A hole was put through the center of each one, and an iron rod ran through the holes. The rod was attached to a wheel, which was turned by a foot pedal. Moistened fingers touched to the edge of the spinning glasses produced the musical sounds. 4. Laser harp. The laser harp is an electronic musical instrument comprising several laser beams that are blocked, in analogy to plucking the strings of a harp to produce sounds. It was popularized by Jean-Michel Jarre and has been a highlight of nearly all of his concerts since 1981. Frame-style laser harps are constructed to resemble a classical harp with strings. The number of lasers can range from a simple harp with 1 or 2 layers to 32 or more, depending on the complexity of the hardware and MIDI software. Frameless harps typically comprise 3 components: laser, projector, controller, and a sensor. Laser harp performers often wear white gloves to enhance the sensor's abilities to capture reflected light and as protection against potentially dangerous laser radiation, as well as to provide the audience with a more impressive visual performance. 3. Hydraulics organ. It was the first worldwide keyboard instrument that was invented by Ctesias in the 3rd century BC. It consisted of 2 pumps, which supplied the air of piston pump type, the pignus, for the regulating of constant air pressure, the keyboard, and the musical pipes. The pumps were placed at both sides of the pignus and allocated non-return valves that were checked automatically by 2 bronze dolphins, while their pistons reciprocated with the help of hand levers. The hydraulics constitutes the forerunner of the contemporary church organ. The keyboard consisted of 24 keys that checked the equal in number bronze air supply valves to 24 unequal in length musical pipes, like the hydraulics of the ancient Dion, which produced 2 complete octaves. The reintroduction of the keys valves was achieved with the help of small flexible wooden boards from the maple tree. 2. Zeusophone. The wonderful singing Tesla coil, known as the Zeusophone, sometimes called Theremin, modulates the output of the spark to produce a low-fidelity square wave that can then be manipulated musically. The musical tone results directly from the passage of the spark through the air. They registered the concept in 2007. Tesla coils under the brand name Zeusophone were the world's first high-performance Tesla music coils to be released commercially. Since the invention of the coil by Nikola Tesla in 1891, never before has a derivative product achieved such an incredible level of precision and control that it can amplify music through lightning arcs that exceed 1 million volts of electrical potential. It has already been used in Disney's 2010's Wizard's Apprentice and by Bjork in his song Thunderbolt, a fitting name if there ever was one. 1. Waterphone. There are 2 current waterphone models, Mega Bass and Bass. The larger the diameter, the wider the range as more tonal rods are possible, and the lower the bass end. The rod marked in red are power rods, which have a prime sympathetic relationship with the bottom pan. Made from stainless steel and bronze, the waterphone can be played as a stringed instrument or as a percussion instrument. They are used by symphonies, recording studios, and touring bands worldwide, as well as for calling whales and other cetaceans. Waterphones are on many movie and TV soundtracks and contemporary CDs of music. They are fun and easy to play. Did you know any of these incredible instruments? Leave us a comment on what you thought of this list. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and hit the bell so we can let you know when we upload new material. See you next time.